On this episode of Building Back Brands, yet again we're talking about branding. This time though we're talking about city branding and place branding and what that's all about. I'm Tony Hardy, founder and director of Canny Creative, and today we're going to be talking about city and place branding. But before we go any further, remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel below. Right, let's dive in. So why is city branding important? First of all, it positions a city as unique. What's different about each city? You can tell that story with your brand. Then think about all the people you're attracting. Tourists, investors, businesses. It gives them an idea about what you're trying to do with the city. And then it also helps councils, decision makers have a framework to build the city around. Plans are made around the brand. The brand influences this and influences that. All these things make city branding really important. New York City, one of the biggest cities, if not the biggest city in the world. I don't know how they measure city size. Is it population? Is it tourism? Who knows? But everybody knows the Big Apple. Now, New York's branding's always been slightly confused because Milton Glaser, way back when he did the I Love New York thing, it got super popular. Tourists wanted I Heart New York merchandise. That was like an unofficial city brand, I think. I don't know exactly how that worked officially, but then they brought in Wolf Ollins not long ago to redesign New York City. They used big blocky letters, and then they did a lot of like hand-drawn illustrations and made like this kaleidoscopic New York City kind of brand. And people in New Yorkers apparently really hated it with fire. But this kind of kaleidoscopic moving New York City brand really, like from an outside perspective, helps the city look unique, different, and it shows all of the different aspects, shows what the city's about, but also plays well with all the other things like the New York Transit Authority's brand. Everything just hangs together, and really, Wolf Ollins, job well done. Melbourne. When Lando released this brand identity for Melbourne, the whole design world was blown away. They created this really unique M shape. It's like a big M stamp, and but it's transparent. They use the shape in lots of different ways. So they color it in stripes, there's polka dot versions, there's a tech looking version, and it just shows the real rich, diverse culture of the city. They've had different people fill it in. They use it differently in different scenarios. It's been around for ages and they're still using it today, coming up with new, fresh ideas. It's really diverse and really impactful. Paris. Now, this one's cheating a little bit because the city brand, the City of Paris branding is absolutely fine. In fact, it's quite nice. But the branding for the Parisian Tourism Board is even better. Now, Paris, the word, what they've done is they've used the word Paris typographically, and they've managed to stay away from pairing it with a massive Eiffel Tower, which would be pretty standard, but also pretty dull, pretty done to death. But what the Paris Tourist Board have done is they've used different height letters, and the A becomes the legs of the Eiffel Tower. It's really unique, it's red, it's rich and vibrant, it's a beautiful typographic logo, typographic brand execution, and then when you see it roll through all the marketing, you can tell it's French, you can tell they're talking about France in just the way that everything's done, the way it all hangs together. It's beautiful. Très bien. Amsterdam is city famous for sin. Now, how do you get Amsterdam in a brand identity without going down the red light district route? Well, they didn't kind of try and avoid that. They made these big letters. It says I Amsterdam, and then the I am is in red and the Stadam is in white. So they've kind of nodded to the red light district area, like I am, it's red. There's a bit of fun, a bit of sinful play going on here. But then with the Stadam being in white, there's more to life to the city. There's more to the city than just the red light district. It's really clever, and what they've done is they've built these massive letters outside of the main central station in Amsterdam. Everybody that arrives is like, I'm gonna get my photo with those letters, bam, bam, bam. The brand is visible everywhere, Instagram, Facebook. People are smashing photos around and about, and then they use it throughout loads of marketing collateral. It's a really well done piece and a nicely executed idea. And finally, Oslo. Oslo rebranded not too long ago. They took the original coat of arms, they modernized it, they made it really relevant for the modern day. They did that by taking architectural landmarks from around the city, and they used all the shapes they drew around the landmarks and used the shapes to form the new coat of arms. Those shapes also then became patterns in like abstract things that they used throughout all the marketing collateral. Bus shelters and bus stops and signage all use these unique, really interesting looking minimalist shape designs, which all then also took colour inspiration from blue for the fjords. The trams in Oslo are green, so it takes colour inspiration from around the city, and really what they've done super well is just roll the lifeblood of the city into a brand identity. That's it. That's 5 examples of city branding. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, like, comment, subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.